Another video for you guys to show you a little bit more on the site. I'm going to show you how to cap team total bases, which also sort of ties to team run lines, I guess, a little bit. So first thing you're going to do, you can kind of pick a game that you really want to go after. We could say, let's actually, a better way to do this, let me reverse course here. Look for the pitchers that you know you want to fade. These are usually the expected ERA guys at the bottom. All right, so I'm looking right here at Jose Urena. You can do that. We can take a look at and see if the, where is that? We can take a look at the, there it is. We can kind of see here. This is, so this is actually a good example of how to cap a team total bases. Both of these pitchers are kind of bunk. If these were, if one of these was red and one of these was not, you would give it one team an advantage and you'd still do this exact same cap. But just so you know, you look at the pitchers, you got two of them, you see this is bad, you see that Urena's not very good. You're going to want to take some guys on Cleveland. We're going to take a look at Cleveland's batting order right now against, I was looking at some other stuff before, against, you're going to see how they are against righties. And let's see this. Sorry about that. Here, we'll go back. Boom. There it is. Okay, so against righties in the last 30 plate appearances, top of the order is crushing it. Bottom of the order, not so well, but top of the order is just smacking the ball. Okay, so this tells me you're going to get people on base. Things are going really well. Everybody's actually overperforming at the top of the lineup. I like that. It gives me a good feeling about the Cleveland side. Yes, people, I realize this game already happened today, but I'm just trying to explain to you how I would cap it. Taking all this and then deciding, okay, so I might like Cleveland as a side. My metrics before here are telling me that Cantillo is a little bit better than Urena. Doing the last three, certainly is. Actually, the last three, you see that Urena is a little bit better, but bear with me on this one. Cantillo seems to be good. He's worth backing. Blah, blah, blah. We'll be fine. All right. If you really want to triple check, you could see how Minnesota is against lefties. And that is as easy as going to this. I apologize. Boom. There it is. Yeah, a lot of blue. So in a perfect world, you would say, hey, I really want to take Cleveland. So now we're at, hey, I really want to take Cleveland. This is where you start to cap on how you can do team total bases and also run line. So I'm going to look at Cleveland. Or actually, better way to do this is I'm going to look at that game because I can bring up both those teams. And I'm going to look at over the last 2 weeks how these teams have been. And you know what? Now knowing what the results were of this game where Minnesota ended up winning and they won by margin, yeah, here's why. Because Minnesota has been killing it and their WRC plus is infinitely higher than Cleveland's right now by 30-some points. It's pretty bad. And against lefties, let's kind of see what they've been doing the last 4 weeks. Minnesota's just been killing it against lefties. Man, all of this stuff after I had already said, oh, yeah, there's a pitching edge over here to the Cleveland side. Well, you know what? Batters are going to overtake pitchers. So at the end of this, what you're able to see by looking at team stats is you're able to then see, hey, WRC plus is meaning that you're probably scoring a lot of runs. That's really good for a run line. And let's take a look at team ISO being over 200. This is in elite territory. That's something that'd be really good for team total bases, over 13.5, something like that. These are alternate markets that you can play, but right now, what you've seen here is that over the last month against left-handed starters or left-handed pitching, they've been killing it. The last 2 weeks in general, they've been killing it. So this would be a backing of Minnesota. It's another addition that you can add into capping the sides. Yes, all you haters can say, hey, you started off by saying you like Cleveland. Yep, but you know what? When you go into the team stats, you start to notice something different. Thank you guys for coming by and joining me, and I hope you're enjoying Handigraphs. And if you have any other questions, please let me know.